Dreams don't compete. I saw a demon on my shoulders, looking like patriarchy, like slipping blood off the ceiling and bleaching another carpet. How my house going? While Toya embodied don't embody all the life she wanted. The baby just 19. I know I dream all black. I seen her everything. I'm what
Hey, this is what we was talking about last podcast. I think we start with it.
One girl missing
Another one go missing. One go missing. Another one.
Niggas in the back, quiet as a church mouse. Basement studio when duty calls to get the verse out. I guess the ego hurt now. It's time to go to work. Wow, look at him go.
They're not even ready for us today, bro. We was talking about Rhapsody yesterday, so I figured we come in on some Rhapsody today. Well, not Rhapsody, no name. Look, I ain't even saying the right rapper. I'm so hyped. I'm trying to say the right rapper. Why you not as hyped as me, bro? What's up?
You ain't been this hype on the podcast in some episodes, man.
Bro, I feel like I always been like this.
My boy's back.
I guess so, bro. I was out of it.
I don't know. Was you? Tell the people.
I don't know, bro. I feel like I was just in, sometimes you gotta get that snake skin off you.
Yeah, I feel that sometimes. I feel
Nigga
that.
gotta shed his skin sometimes, bro.
Yeah, I heard it here first, man.
Nigga gotta shed his skin sometime, man. Nigga gotta shed his skin sometime. What was the word on how you feeling, bro? How are you doing, bro? I feel like you never tell us, bro. And you can be like, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Nah, really. How are you doing?
I am good. I'm blessed. I'm in a position to where like all I gotta do is just keep working. Partially annoyed, but I think that comes with the territory. But for the most part, I'm good.
Lilo missed it, so I'm going back to it. Fuck it.
Oh, I have ambitions. Dreams.
We going back, nigga.
I saw a demon on my shoulders, looking like patriarchy, like slipping blood off the ceiling and bleaching another carpet. How my house going?
I said we was gonna start with this, Lilo.
She wanted. Baby just 19. I know I dream all night.
What
is this? They said they found her dead.
One go missing, another one go missing. One go missing, another one.
Niggas in the back, quiet as a church mouse. Basement studio with duty calls to get the verse out.
What you annoyed with, bro? Back to the regular schedule program. I just saw Lilo and got hype.
Nah, I mean it's normal everyday stuff, petty little issues, you feel me? Whether it be work, whether it be business or whatever. Whenever it's like you can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. And it's like that's a time old truth, but I always have to feel like I'm keep relearning the same lesson. And it's like, bro, I'm tired of it. I feel bad for the eggs,
Well, are we doing what's that old saying? Doing the same thing over and over again is what, insanity?
Yeah.
So are you doing the same thing, which is causing you to have the same issue? Like maybe we need to make French toast instead of omelets.
I mean, the thing that I'm doing that's the same thing is grinding and growing. We run into the same problem because I'm growing and steady, like doing different shit. So I don't feel like changing what I'm doing. I feel like niggas need to change their mind. I think niggas need to start doing the same thing, expecting the same thing. It's not me that needs to change. I feel like it's niggas. But, I'm just a nigga on a podcast, at least today.
Just at least today, I feel that.
How
are you feeling, Lilo? How are you doing today?
Okay,
now we need a little bit more than just good, great. These one word answers.
Asses.
Yeah, I'm on niggas' asses today. What happened today? It's a slow news week. I figured we could talk about ourselves.
I worked, and then I actually helped my dad with some electricity stuff, and now I'm back home.
Okay.
Like I didn't have an eventful day at all, but
that's a good thing sometimes.
I guess. I answered a few DMs on the Ali Instagram page.
Okay, yeah. Look at you. And period. I've been sending folks to the DM. Now I can really say they and not be lying.
What happened? What we talking about? Sounds interesting.
I said Lilo was saying how she's been working with the Ali Look Inwards page on Instagram and shit like that. And I was like, now when I say they, it's really a they. Like it's not just we like to make it seem like
Yeah,
there's
guys,
50 of us.
We've had a team for a while, but now we actually got a team. So that's
now
cool.
we actually got a team. There was 2 niggas working hard.
Absolutely.
That's it, bro. That's hard, bro. But
2 niggas in Instagram.
2 niggas in the Instagram, bro.
Change the world, man.
That's a movie. That's the title. That is the title of our documentary, bro.
2 niggas in Instagram.
2 niggas in the Instagram.
Yeah, because I was running somebody's Instagram too as well. And I was using your shit just like a billboard.
Appreciate you.
So
hold me down.
Yeah. All my next Tommyans, all my clocks. Check in March 26th. All my clocks tap in. What it do, huh?
I call them time travelers, but that'll work.
Oh, I call them clocks.
That would be hard, though. I should call my fan the clocks.
Yeah, that is hard.
Clocks,
Yeah.
that is hard.
My fans are the clocks. That's hard.
Like, here they go with this bullshit early on.
Nah, this is what I'm gonna say. You ain't even got no fans yet. Oh,
Right.
Dustin.
You got 1 clock.
Nigga, it's
Nigga
only
talking
2
about
niggas
we
that know
got
you.
right. We gonna name
Yeah,
them
you
clocks.
definitely
All
don't
both
want
of us.
two niggas walking around with a clock on.
Facts. Him and his daddy.
Oh shit! Hold on, I'm missing a part of this. Hold on, I'm stuck up here.
Man, bro. When you adjusting
Shut
your
up.
side, you gotta quit telling us to hold up our side.
Mm-mm.
Hey, we supposed to stop for you to get.
Mm-mm.
We
I gotta get
situated.
Good.
Say it again.
You can hear me good?
Yeah, we can hear you. We just can't talk when you talking.
Yeah.
Hell
I'm in the
no.
truck. What-
That's funny. That's
What's going on this week?
we
Come on.
just
Give us the intro on first, man. Throw us
we
an intro
still
on.
introducing. How are you doing today? How's your day going? Contrarian.
I'm doing good.
Now we going a little deeper than just good. Like
Yeah,
what
he on
happened?
everybody's ass, man.
I'm on you niggas' heads today.
Nigga,
Say it
went
again.
I was riding on the interstate, woke up 4 o'clock this morning, went to Atlanta, now I'm in Savannah. From Charleston to Atlanta to Savannah.
Long day.
That's what's
Hell
up.
yeah.
But we moving. Literally
Going back
chasing the bag.
I
Literally.
be moving. Come up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, welcome to the podcast, everybody, man. It's officially started, man. We are literally back at it again with another episode, man. I appreciate everybody, all y'all tuning in.
I think
Next
it's
time
episode
here.
9. We almost at 10.
Is this episode 9?
I think so.
Hey, tell me why I'm talking to Coach Nate today.
Mhm.
Somebody we've mentioned before on the podcast. He like, nigga, you say the dumbest shit. You need a podcast. I'm like, nigga, I got a podcast.
Right. That's how you know who your real friends are, guys.
Yeah,
They
bro,
know
like,
about the podcast.
He knew. He was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, nigga, tune in every Friday.
God. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Sometimes on Saturday.
Just depending
Sometimes
on
on-
Friday. Right.
It's on us, bro. It's on us, bro.
I can't believe he said that though. Acting like he don't know we got the greatest podcast on earth.
I guess we was talking about basketball. So he said I need to do more basketball takes. Cause I say the most outlandish shit
Yeah, that's
when
true.
it comes to basketball.
But that's just you. That's just your character.
Whatever. I be
You the type
said
of nigga
what?
that-
Like the Heat gonna win a championship.
They are.
see?
Eventually, one of these days.
Shit.
It's statistically
Nigga.
possible.
That's the nigga that's gonna win a championship with the Heat. That nigga
Jesus
ain't-
Christ and his 12 disciples.
That nigga ain't in high school yet. The nigga who gonna win the championship in high school yet.
Nah, you right. You definitely right.
I'm not gonna be
We-
taking
we-
no heat slander.
We definitely in some rebuilding.
This is what
years,
number one in
but
the East
Oh
look
my
like.
god.
We solid.
Oh my
bro.
god.
We solid.
This is
We
what
take
number
it
one in
away
the
and put
East
on
look
the
like,
vest.
bro. I'm not
Oh
finna
my
sit
God.
here and y'all not finna disrespect the Heat in front of me, bro. Like We ain't number one in the East right now.
Didn't y'all slip out of the number one this week?
Nah.
Ooh, we number 2 now.
Nigga see on the way down.
We was up by one game.
It's
All
cool.
4 teams in the East has got the same record.
It's because it's a
It's
dog
cool
fight over
'cause-
there.
I was about to say yeah, because it's wild over there.
Actually, we
Because as
still
soon
number.
as go ahead.
Go ahead. What you about to say, Lilo?
I said as soon as everybody on the Bulls get healthy, the
Gonna be a
Heat
fan
will
again.
have a run for their money. So don't tweak. That's all I'm saying. Because when the
I like-
Bulls was healthy, the Heat was not number one.
Nah, it was the
DeMar
Bulls.
DeRozan was doing MVP numbers. I'm not gonna lie.
We
Hey,
two.
let me- because the Bucks is still the reigning champions. That's
Yeah,
who's number one.
I mean, truly, I ain't
I don't
seen anybody
think
handle
they-
them yet.
I don't think they winning again. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
They're the biggest. They're the biggest threat. They're the biggest threat out of the East right now, just because you got to beat them. Like they won last time, and until you beat them, you can't say nothing. And I think they resting right now. Like they're number 3 seed. Miami's still number 1, by the way, 2.5 games up. But second and third place is tied between Philly and the Bucks. They both 2.5 games back. They got the same record. And then the Bulls that you talking about, y'all 3 games back from the first seed. So y'all only half a game behind second and third. But the Bucks is the true threat.
I like the Bulls, but you know I'm a Giannis fan, so I mean I like the Bulls. I always like DeRozan, but I'm a Giannis man, and I've been waiting for him to get a championship, and I'm at least going back to the Eastern Conference Final. I guarantee you they're going back to the Eastern Conference. You're gonna have to go through them, boy, to get to that championship.
He's an angry dude.
But right now they got a cakewalk. Their first round is the Cavs.
Yeah.
Bitch ass.
That's real. Hey, and Miami's first round right now is Brooklyn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Hey, but if we beat, what happened?
I thought it was Toronto or something. I thought the Nets had to play Toronto.
Nah, Toronto is number 7 right now. They would play Philly. That's if the playoffs started today.
In the play-in game, the Nets have to play Toronto in the play-in game.
Yeah, because 7 and 8 play, and then 9 and 10 play.
Yeah, so yeah, you might not have to worry about them though, but shit, Kyrie can't play in Toronto. That's one game. It might be going home early.
I forgot about
That's
that,
why the-
low key.
Yeah, but if they lose that game, they'll stay in the A seed. They would have to lose 2 games and get knocked out the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah.
So if they lose that game, they'll stay at the 8th seed and still see Miami. If they win that game, they'll move up to 7 and have to play Philly. They don't even want to win that game. Or they might want to just to knock Harden out the playoffs in the first round. Because Kyrie can play in Philly and he can play in Miami too. I know Florida ain't tripping.
Yeah.
But if they lose that game to Toronto, the next game is going to be in Brooklyn because they got a higher seed and Kyrie can't play there either. So they're going to have to at least win a home game. They're going to have to win the play-in games without Kyrie. Either way it go, they don't have Kyrie.
Kyrie,
Yeah.
help me.
Based
Yeah.
off right now.
None of the play-in games for real. Like that, you put it like that. Yeah, they ain't gonna have him in none of the play-in.
Yeah.
I feel like it's dumb that he can't play, especially in Brooklyn. But he can sit on the sideline. Like he can't play because he not vaccinated, but he can sit on the sideline with no mask.
Right.
It's an employee thing. So because he's an employee of Brooklyn, New York says if you want to work in New York, you got to be vaccinated. So because he's an employee, you can be unvaccinated and come to a game. You just got to pull up with a negative COVID test within the last 72 hours or something like that, whatever that stadium's rule is. But the employee rule is if you are on our staff, you're gonna be vaccinated in New York, anywhere.
Man, you got to
I
do
mean,
that.
I get it.
That shit working. They got about 80% of the people in New York motherfucking vaccinated. That shit ain't like that nowhere else. But in New York, look how much hand-to-hand I mean, you live in Chicago, so I mean, I know you got to be seeing
Yeah,
like,
and people still not vaccinated.
yeah, but you got all that close contact and all of that shit. We in the South and shit, and that shit, we don't come close to people like that. You know, we don't come in close contact with people like y'all do. I feel them shit. I don't blame them shit. Motherfucker, you gotta get vaccinated, go to work. Now I bet you a bitch get vaccinated. You ain't gotta worry about going to no ball game, but you got to go to work. Nah, okay, well, okay, okay.
Well,
Shit.
here they tried to make everybody get vaccinated that works, and people started quitting. So it's not gonna work here.
Yeah. All I'm saying is they give an opportunity for somebody who's struggling, who walk around. Every nigga walk around somebody he ain't got no job. Just go get a vaccination.
Yeah, that's the only thing about it. Somebody
Like,
needs to get that job.
It was most of the police officers were like, they're not gonna work because they're not trying to get vaccinated. Like,
yeah.
That's why our mandate is over.
I
They
think
just
New
got
York
rid of the mandate here.
I want to say New York laid a lot of them off though. It laid a lot of firemen and police. They laid a lot of them off. Shit, and the military put a lot of them out too.
That's very true.
Let me ask you this question though, what can we do to get the gas prices down? I know you got a theory.
Yeah, I know you got something to say.
Who you telling, nigga? I just paid motherfucking $5.60 plus the fucking diesel. Man, this shit taking all my pocket. I can't tell you shit. Nigga, I'm out here just about to. Like, I don't even go far. I wouldn't even go. I don't even go far no more. That's as far as I'm going, because if I can't get in one tank of gas, it ain't worth for me to ride.
That's crazy.
I run a business. I can't even make money because of the motherfucking gas price.
The people I was talking to yesterday, they said if everybody, like all the black people, didn't buy gas for one day, would the prices drop?
You know how many times I just try that shit? That ain't no original ass idea.
I know it ain't.
90s. And that shit don't work. Because you want to know why? You ain't got to fill up today, but you do tomorrow. Don't get no gas today.
Right. I'm confused as how that's going to work.
But in my head, it ain't going to happen in a day. But like, if we stop doing shit happens. And like, you can't say the bus boycott didn't work because they stopped riding fucking buses. Everybody started carpooling and riding in other ways, walking to where the fuck they got to go. And then the buses changed the rules.
I feel that.
I think the difference on what we should do is we should start buying Teslas instead of Trackhawks.
Right.
Just
stop buying cars that use gas.
Yeah, I think that'll be where black people spending power comes into play. Because not only that, you know what I'm saying, we also setting trends and stuff. So if we really make it cool to own a Tesla, then niggas gonna stop buying gas powered cars. Then it ain't gonna matter what the fuck gas power is. Or like it ain't gonna matter what the gas price is.
Because like, I mean, I understand the don't buy gas for a day thing, but like eventually I'm gonna have to buy gas. Like even if I'm just not supposed to drive my car, like what's supposed to happen? Eventually I'm gonna have to do it. So however long it's gonna take for them to change the rules, I'm gonna have to buy the gas. So I don't know about the not buying gas thing. I feel like they just need to stop playing so much. That's what I feel like. Trying to use an excuse to get more money out of people, especially because they've been giving out like stimulus and all of that. That's what I really feel like it is. They trying to regroup.
We can go.
Go ahead, huh?
I mean, everybody would love to have a Tesla and have a cheap way to buy cars, but Elon Musk for damn near $100,000. So that shit is out. Two, Lilo is completely correct. And you're going to eventually have to get gas, regardless. I mean, this is where LA is set up unless you live in a metropolitan area, so you're not to buy gas. And if everybody stopped driving even in the metropolitan area, nigga, that bus don't hold but so many motherfuckers.
Exactly.
I mean, they ain't gonna run no double buses down the street. They can't buy that many buses. All that electric shit and all that clean energy. I know y'all niggas like clean energy. Man, that shit about ain't gonna help nobody right now. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear what they got to do with recycle fuel and none of that shit. Pay these motherfucking Arabs what they need to bring this fucking price down so we can fucking manage in this country. Period. OPEC making all the goddamn money.
Do you think we're using American oil right now? Or are we still shipping it out?
There's no such thing.
I don't think
That's what I was going to say. When did America have oil?
We have some, we just don't use it. They put it on the global market because it's worth more out there.
I was about to say, Texas got oil.
Yeah, when they drill, that shit. That's why another thing. That Canadian oil, that Keystone pipeline you hear, that comes from Canada. Biden shut that motherfucker down. But see, that shit wasn't coming here to the U.S. That's a lot of people don't know. They want to say, oh, why we drilling up? That shit don't come here. That shit go right on to the world market. Gas is not something that somebody can pump out their backyard and fucking go sell at the corner store. Gas, when they get pumped, that shit goes on to the world market. Everybody pays the same things, depending on what companies and which oil companies and whatnot that you deal with. So it don't matter where the gas comes from. Not really, it doesn't. I mean, right now it does when you're getting into cutting Russia off and and different things with the geopolitical shit. When you get into that shit, yeah, it does matter where the oil comes from. As far as the average price and where the pricing goes, shit, we can pump all the oil out right now. You know what Exxon and motherfucker, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna put that motherfucker on a boat and send that bitch to the highest fucking bidder. That's what they're gonna do with it.
Yeah, I guess that's true if you think about it. Just like it's only the big gas companies that we're dealing with. They're the distributors. Everybody's giving it to them to sell, basically.
But I mean, think about it. If I found an oil rig in my backyard, I'm selling it to the highest bidder too. I'm not saving it for the U.S. because I found it in the U.S.
The government's gonna come pay you for your land, and they gonna do it for you. You ain't gonna be able to deal with nobody.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to convince you it's not your land.
Yeah, that's what they gonna do for real.
Yeah, they gonna bogart your shit.
They gonna be like, we need this.
This is on American soil, so therefore it's really not yours, even though you bought it and it's your backyard, still not yours. Okay.
That's that bull.
Our military says different.
People gonna charge more. That's just all to it. Every time it's a drought, no matter if it's weed, cocaine, or whatever, the motherfucker. Well, same thing with gas. If you can't find no fucking weed, if I'm the only motherfucker with weed, nigga, you paying $15 a gram. Yesterday's prices is not today's prices. If I'm the only motherfucker with it, when the supply get low, that's what it is.
I'm dead. Shit for weed. I'm charging $15 a gram anyway. Regardless of a drought. What's wrong with you?
The drought is you ain't got no weed from me.
Exactly. I'm charging regardless and just call it za. Niggas gonna buy it.
Niggas fucked up the game doing that, man. I'm kind of disappointed. You just brought up a lot of bad memories.
he got upset.
That's how it is, though.
That's what's fucked up about it.
You could go to a smoke shop and buy all the cookies bags in the world and just lie and say that's what it is.
You ain't even gotta go to a smoke shop. Them hoes is on Amazon. The bags, you could just say cookies bag. You
Niggas in 2022 is printing their own, niggas.
They making their own names and everything. The name
The game been ruined, bro.
In Cleveland, we got bags with the hood on it.
It's all about your marketing. It ain't about what the content is.
Oh, bro.
No, that's very
Spent all his money on marketing.
Today's price is not today's price.
I wasn't copyrighted, but I had to play
I'm dead.
One of my plugs down here, she sell merch with her shit. She got a whole brand called Good Gas. You know what I'm saying? Like she do a whole thing. You buy 3-5, you get a piece of merch, you get a beanie or something.
That's
nigga. The game's backwards now. You used to sell the hat so you get the weed off. Now you're getting the weed off so you can sell the hat. Niggas is different.
I don't know if I want no weed merch though. Like, how good do it look?
Honestly, it's kind of fire. So it's called. So the merch is called Trip, right? So it's just like a brown. At least the one that my brother got. He got a brown, like a light tan brown beanie, and then on the front, it like in kind of cool font, just says Trip, like kind of like Alice in Wonderland type of letters, but it's all together embroidered and stuff. It's decent for as much weed as they sell. They should be able to afford some decent embroidery.
But you also in a legal state.
Yeah, medically. But I feel like niggas is not giving up. Niggas is posting they shit on Instagram and putting hashtag not an illegal substance. Like niggas is not giving a fuck either way it goes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't.
Y'all is dry snitch.
I ain't dry snitching. I don't even know who I'm talking about. I'm kind of just talking off the top, man.
Oh, so y'all niggas get on the internet and sell weed on the internet.
Hell yeah. You scrolling through your homie store right now, you know every drug he got.
But it's on his close friends.
Not even, nigga. What you put it on the close friends for? I need everybody to see this pack. Tell your friends.
Yeah. Man, back in the day, I didn't ever touch that shit. I know niggas who damn near wouldn't talk on the telephone. You talking about putting a picture on the internet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, nigga, I know niggas wouldn't talk on the telephone. I'm talking about, man, y'all niggas will put the shit right there. Bam, bam. Call me with my phone number right there. DM me.
Oh, God. Yeah, DM me.
Or they'll just put... Or they put nothing for sale in their bio.
Yeah.
Even though they know damn well they selling it. Why you posting it if you ain't selling it, bro? That's the point.
You gotta think. Because
then the cops gonna be like, oh, but they said they ain't selling it. So they're
not selling
it. Right. There's no way they're selling it. That's what they said. They said it.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
They wouldn't lie on Instagram.
Right. You gotta tell the truth.
And the task force don't arrest nobody for this. But what they do is they just cataloging the shit. So when you do get knocked off, ew, boom, we got all this shit information. You might want to tell on that plug you got.
Right. But see,
we got all
you looking at it. Right? You looking at a grand scheme, big plot. The police is worried about this, but my generation will argue that they not looking for weed no more until you move in 2,800,000 kilos. They looking for the small heroin, the pills dealers, and the ecstasy dealers. The weed dealers ain't really getting harassed that much. In most places, weed isn't a criminal offense no more. You get tickets.
No, I know what you're saying. I completely understand what you're saying. And that's what I'm saying. They not gonna sit here and go after you for the actual post that you're doing. But they do have a task force that does nothing but catalog these posts.
Yeah, you're on somebody's list somewhere.
And when you go, and I've seen stories on them. The department, they just sit there and catalog this shit. And when you get knocked off, they bring this evidence to you. So they can go get you plugged. They don't want you. Because you're the dumbass who puts the shit on the fucking internet. You know,
they want the big guy.
Yeah, that's how they get niggas to flip. Because they come back to him with all they posts from the last 6 months after they got knocked off with, 3-4 pounds. Got knocked off 3-4 pounds, got caught driving up the road with 3-4 pounds, or however you got caught with. You know what I'm saying?
But see, I don't think they look into you until they catch you. Then they start looking hard. The niggas who's just posting random shit until you affiliated with somebody that's already been caught or get caught yourself, they're not just typing in #weed and then going after making a list of every nigga that ever hashtag not for sale, not for distribution.
That's exactly what I'm saying. No, they're not doing this shit. But when you get knocked off, all your evidence is sitting right there. You're like the easiest case in the world. So you're going to flip.
Nah,
you're going to snitch. You're going to snitch on everybody.
Shit.
You're looking at a year's worth of your posts. Are you acting like a goddamn fool on the motherfucking internet? And they showing shit right back to you. They showing you posting this shit time and time and time again. And boom, nigga, we got you. You going to flip it. So it's not that important to them. They don't give a fuck. They're not investigating this shit. But they got 3 people who sit in the room. I mean, it doesn't take many of them. There's only like 2 or 3 of these motherfuckers. It don't take many of them. You can just go on there and be your friend that you don't know because you thought motherfuckers accept everybody as your friend. So you come on there. Sally Mae sitting there fucking looking at you. But everybody watched the shit. All these motherfuckers is To Catch a Predator right there.
I owe Sally Mae some money right now.
Oh my God.
What happened this week, Wiz? What's on the list?
We got a couple topics. We can bring it back to sports real quick. How y'all feel about Brady coming back?
You know how I
Good
feel.
for him.
You say good for him? That's how
Good for that nigga. We don't give a fuck, nigga.
I'm not a big football fan, not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I don't really care for football.
I feel that. I ain't mad at that.
Who do you think is more athletic, football players or basketball players?
I don't know. It kind of seems like they have the same skill set in a way, like depending on what position you play. I think quarterbacks are the least athletic. I'll say that. Y'all don't do shit.
Here's the real question. If you if not you, but if you one of them women that like ball players, do you go for the basketball player or the football player first?
I'm definitely going for basketball.
Okay, you just said you don't want football like that. You said pause. you got a preference, my nigga?
Better contracts and better non-CTE having at the end of the day.
Exactly. Like that's the thing I don't understand about football. Like
we need a bracket. Okay, so now all right, basketball's at the top. What about basketball versus baseball?
Basketball. Who the fuck watches baseball?
Oh man, you sleep though. They got way more money.
They got
maybe
way more money
at the top of the top, bro. We talking about the top 1%, maybe.
Who gets more money? Basketball or baseball? Say it again. Who gets more money, basketball or baseball players?
Baseball makes more money.
Okay.
And Wiz was saying with that, you talking about the top end, but that's not the top end. It's the fact that there's so many more baseball players. Like,
there's more baseball players than basketball?
That's what I was thinking, like on a player-to-player basis. You know what I'm saying? They got a bunch of different leagues in the MLB versus when you make it to the NBA, you make it to the NBA. I feel like the average NBA player is making more than the average baseball player.
How many people are on a baseball roster?
It's a great question.
How many?
I think 25.
That sound about right.
I didn't know it was 25 motherfuckers on a baseball team.
That's what I was thinking. Like it'd be hella people in that little dugout thing.
It also depends too, because some people can get called up. You know what I'm saying? So I would say as far as total available spots on one team, probably about 20, 25.
Okay, so if there's 25 dudes on the team, how many people play? Because on the bench, you might have a 12-man bench. I'll say maybe 8 players play, 9 will play. How many of the 25 baseball players are touching the field?
They will. I mean, you got to think about it too. We talking about pitchers too. So you probably got 5, 6, well, maybe 6, 7. I'm not sure how many they keep on the roster, but you got pitchers that sit over there and they're not going to pitch today. They just pitch that they don't every day. So the pitchers, you got so many spots for pitchers that they only pitch with so many days a week. Some of them might come in for 2 innings.
The closeout pitchers,
middle relievers, closers. So you got different. I mean, baseball is really broke up. That's why they say there's more money in baseball, because you got more opportunity, and you can go there. I mean, the easiest sport to make some money in is baseball, to make any money. If you want, going to making a check, it might not be enough to pay your bill. You might still have another job. Some of the motherfuckers in the minor league, damn near all the motherfuckers in the minor leagues, unless they like young prospects, they got jobs. The motherfuckers who play for the River Dogs, it's probably 4 or 5 of them. Well, the River Dogs are good. They're the Yankees minor league team, so they may have a few guys that get in a contract, but they got some guys on their team that shit. They work at a motherfucking bar downtown.
All right, so basketball's still winning. All right, basketball versus soccer or football.
I date a soccer player, not gonna lie. Now they be making
money.
Look,
the whole style change.
They be making money for real. Like they be making real money in soccer. I can't even lie.
And I feel like if you're a top level player in soccer, your spot's a little bit more solidified. I feel like they have a little bit less injuries, a little bit less of like wavering. If you call it a soccer, you just call it soccer.
But you're not going to be playing in America.
You don't got to. The
That's
biggest
okay.
leagues ain't in America. That's one of the only
there's
sports.
Is there in Major League Soccer in America? There's no millionaires. I think that's
not true. No, I think Senior.
There's definitely millionaires. But
I think the big names in MLS are probably the millionaires. But like I think people like Ibrahimovic, who came
they
from
may
the
have
Premier
accumulated
League.
$1 million over time, but their contract isn't. Nobody has $1 million contract in Major League Soccer in America. I just do not believe
about that. I don't know.
Go ahead. Look, raise his hand.
Yeah. With this, these players who play in MLS for a certain amount of months. Then they go to fucking Spain and play. Then they go to Israel and play. So they playing in so many different spots. Now, ain't none of them motherfuckers probably got no $1 million contract unless you Ronaldo or Donovan, some of the major contracts. And they won't even be making that kind of major bread. This shit is like, with soccer, they don't make all their money in playing for one person. They play year round. They just go to different countries to play. So just because you're an MLS, don't mean you know what I'm saying, you get your bread from MLS. You just come here to play for a couple months just for some exhibition type shit, but you really play for Barcelona.
Right.
And yeah. So it's not the fact that there are millionaires who play in MLS, but they're not getting $1 million from MLS.
Yeah, I don't think MLS is that popular, but I am reading where it's like the top.
Yeah, I looked it up too.
The top contracts. Carlos Vela for LAFC got $6.3 million last year for the year. We got Javier Hernandez 6. So
what league is he playing with?
It's in the MLS, bro. Major League Soccer. That's
America. Salary, is that just his check from them, or is that what he made yearly playing?
I'm looking highest paid players in Major League Soccer in 2021 in million US dollars. That's the list I'm looking at.
And that's what I'm thinking. I feel like soccer players make a lot of money because literally the rest of the world watches soccer. Only America don't really rock with it like that. Like literally everybody else watches soccer.
Well, I look on this thing right here. It says the minimum senior salary. So if you're a vet in Major League Soccer, your minimum salary is $81,000. The minimum for like a regular entry dude is $63,000 a year. So
Look it up for baseball because I feel like it's either right there or probably even lower for baseball.
yeah,
If you get drafted or not, baseball is different because they got minor leagues, and you got different. You got single A, double A, triple A. You got
Yeah.
different tiers, so you could be getting a check and still be, say, you a professional player or semi-pro until you get called up to the major leagues. That shit is different from basketball. All the white sports is different from the nigga sports. That's just all to it. That shit is different. The way they do it is different. They're trying to make basketball like that because they got the G League and shit where niggas can come out of high school now and make money. They can make money going to the G League, like $250,000. I think is like a max contract in the G League out of high school. You know, so they trying to make.
Won't even need a job.
The baseball major league minimum is $563,000.
Major league though.
Baseball, yeah. That was Major League Soccer I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, but there's 3 minor leagues of baseball.
Yeah.
The 3 minor leagues will be equivalent to like the NBA field. You know what I mean? Like we're not even talking about G League niggas. Or at least maybe the AAA would be equal to the G League, but like AA and triple and single A, bro, they might as well be a part. They might as well be the extended roster of the MLB. Versus the NBA, you got the NBA, then you got the G League, then you got everybody else in the world.
And G League is new. I would say NBA, then you got college. Like they would rather get some of these motherfuckers out of college than some of the niggas that's in G Leagues.
Yeah, they just had to go get something with the NCAA. You know what I'm saying? Make the play even feel even. So how do y'all? I was about to say, how do y'all feel about some of these players like getting compensated and stuff? I've seen a couple people sign dumbass contracts or not read their contracts for their likeness, because that was the official deal, wasn't it? That they're able to make money and monetize off their player likeness. So I've seen niggas sign deals with this and this brand company or whatever and think they slick, but they can't sign or do anything because that was an exclusive deal. You know what I'm saying, for the rest of their college career. So. Yeah, niggas is fucking it up, but it's also like any type of bread coming in off of you is better than none. It's kind of
especially if you can get injured in college and ruin your entire career. I feel like if you was the best player, or you was making, these headlines and everybody was talking about you, and then you fuck your knee up and now you can't go to the league, at least you got some.
I think. Go ahead.
Anyway. They've always had insurance policy. Well, I should say always, but in recent history, the big time college players have $1 million insurance policy on themselves. They had a couple $1 million insurance policy. So a lot of guys who blew their knees out, and like what's the boy Lattimore from South Carolina, Maurice Lattimore. He fucked his knees up. He had an insurance policy. I think it was like $3 million if I wasn't mistaken. So if you put an insurance policy out on yourself, so they wasn't always just. They wasn't always not just going to the dirt after they blow their knee out in college.
Now, did Lattimore put out that did he go and get the insurance himself, or was that provided to him by the school?
I think the schools provided. I could be mistaken, but I do believe that the schools do provide. If not just a stipend for it,
right?
You can have I do know the schools do have something to do with it though.
Okay, because I was gonna say if they didn't, then that's fucked up, because he has to go and insure himself, or he has to go out of his way to get insured, but he's not able to make that money back. Y'all keeping all the money, y'all pimping me out basically. Y'all keeping all the money. I just gotta ask when I need something. Like, no, nigga,
exactly.
Fuck that.
And I feel like even with the new thing, it's still that way. Like even with the college players that's not like the big ones, y'all still making money off them. Like all of this is y'all making money off them. College basketball is like $1 billion company right now.
Yeah, but
NCAA.
the game was you can go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I said, from my understanding, the game was if people liked you, your jersey, you would sell more jerseys, and you would just be seen more. You'd be more popular. Now you got an opportunity to make that money yourself doing your own thing. There's gonna be a learning curve because most of these motherfuckers take business classes but don't know the shit about business. So they're gonna sign a 4-year deal and only play 2 years in college. Now the 2 years of their fucking NFL career, they still on this dumbass deal. That's gonna happen to somebody. Like they're gonna end up signing a long-term deal and can't get no sponsors, and they made it all the way to the NFL because some shit they signed in college. It's going to be a learning curve. It's going to be a disconnect, but the opportunity is there for the ones that do know. Because these white boys that's playing quarterback, I done seen the one from Alabama that don't even start. He signed $100 million deal for 1 year, or like $10 million deal for 1 year right after he committed to Alabama. And I was like, motherfucker, you don't even play yet.
Now, I will say that when it comes to financial power, you do have financial responsibility. The moment that you're able to make money, and especially a decent amount of money like that, you're responsible for not fucking that up. So once the money is in the player's hands, if they fuck that up, I feel like that's their fault. I feel like that would come to a case by case basis. If you were smart, you would find some way or somebody to help you manage that money. But like you said, niggas gonna fuck it up. Niggas just gonna see the bag, and it is what it is.
And see, and you're saying the dude on the bottom of the roster who won't get the opportunity, if he's smart in these local towns, you will find you a restaurant that'll give you $50,000 for a season. You get what I'm saying? I'm in college. I need some money. Can y'all break me off this much a month? And I'll wear y'all shirts before and after the games and shit like that. And I'm an offensive lineman. I'm third string, this and that. You know what I'm saying? But these local restaurants have so much ties to these community, especially like here in Louisville, Gainesville, Florida. If you're in the right city with the right team, you really gonna come up. Alabama, you know what I'm saying? You just got to be able to finesse and talk to these mom and pop shops. You're not going to get Planet Fitness and all them other places unless you are that wide receiver or that dude, you know what I'm saying, that DB.
I think we just need to I just think it needs to be open as far as like niggas need to be able to do what they need to do or whatever. They should be able to have opportunities to make money and make bread and stuff like that. I mean, if a nigga's in school, whether he's the best, you know what I'm saying, student or whatever, he's able to get internships, he's able to get scholarships, he's able to get opportunities that could bring financial prowess into them. So just because you play sports, you shouldn't be discarded from that. Like you shouldn't be able to do that. That was just my whole thing.
Here's the contrarian's point of view.
Oh shit.
It's worthless. Only cats that's gonna make any money is the kids that's on ESPN top 150. Everybody else might make the same amount of money that they would have made damn near anyway. It's just gonna be above board. The people say, well, the schools is making billions. These kids ought to be able to make some money for themselves. Well, the school ain't paying damn nickel. They ain't losing their nickel from this because it's going to be the Parker Toyota down the road that's going to be giving these deals to the students. So these billions of dollars that the colleges is bringing in, they're not losing a nickel. They're not paying for this. So the whole point and the whole thing about it to me is really just a money grab for the top players. And that is in order to keep them in playing football. College, excuse me, not playing football, keep them playing college football. Because what's going to happen is the XFL is going to pay that little nigga coming out of high school to come play over there.
You damn right.
Guaranteed.
Somebody's going to get one of them leagues that catches on. You see, they keep trying it every year. Every year they keep trying it. You see Ice Cube's Big Three, even doing it with basketball. They're trying to, and one. Back in my day, they had the and one. places where cats can go to make money. So this whole name, image, and likeness, to me, is nothing more than another scam. When people complain about the schools getting all this money, the schools still making every cent they would have made, whether this law passed or not.
Yeah, but they get maybe 1 or 2 less boosters a year. Because instead of the boosters giving the money directly to the team, they might decide to give that money to 4 or 5 players. Maybe.
I can cut into. I can agree with you there. It might cut into a little bit of the bread there, but it ain't gonna do you no good to have 4 of my players, and you don't got no motherfucking box seats no more. You sitting outside in the cold when you come to watch the game because I don't give you box seats to the other motherfucker who give me their money instead of you motherfucker who you think you gonna be slick and just pay 4 of my players. Okay, pay 4 of my players sit out there in the cold with their mama. How about that?
I got season tickets for the next 20 years, bucko.
No, that's how it worked for real though. For real, like
we was talking about that the other day, talking about how they did U of L. They took our championship away, and then I think it was either my girl or somebody was talking about how it was wrong for Rick Pitino to let that happen. I was like, he wasn't a part of that, nigga. He's the coach. It was a stripper. It was a stripper and her mama. They basically had applied to where she basically slutted her daughter out to these recruits and shit like that for money. Type shit to get him to come to the city and stuff like that. And her and her daughter were in on it. She wrote a book about it and everything. You know what I'm saying? But basically, because of those actions, our team at University of Louisville got sanctioned, and then Rick Pitino got fired.
They should have, because Pitino knew about it.
How he know? How he know? What is he supposed to know, my nigga? He brings them to the tour, you know, and he coaches them on the court.
But
he knew that there was a pussy waiting for the recruits to came through. That's if he knew nothing else, he knew that. If he knew nothing else, if
that's the case, he knew something every Division I basketball coach in the nation knows.
And he the one who got caught. They did.
They got caught. He got blamed. I'm saying if a booster or somebody outside of direct link with the program wants to give these niggas incentives to come to their favorite school, bro, I don't think that's necessarily the head coach's fault because the NCAA didn't make them fire Rick Pitino or the athletic director. The university did that to try to save face with the NCAA. You know what I'm saying? All the NCAA did was still take away our championship. You know what I'm saying?
It's not the coach's fault, but the problem is when the coach knows supposed to put a stop to it, go to the compliance department and say, hey, you need to check this out because this has been going on. This motherfucker, when these coaches get fucked up is they know and they don't say nothing. They just be like, don't tell me. I don't know nothing. And then when they come back and they find any inkling that you knew, then you done because you knew. There's procedures for when you know. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I'm a little confused on this situation because I don't know about any of this. So
me either, Lilo.
So the girl was fucking the boys to get them to come to the school?
Pretty much.
What?
I know about that.
So basically, right?
Not you laugh, Lilo.
A nigga
Hold on. Ali, what's your honest feeling right now, Lilo? Why you laugh like that?
Because why would you fuck somebody to get them to come to the school? Like, what else are you getting? Like, that's it?
Chance to get pregnant.
It was paying them. It was paying them.
Yeah.
I don't care what you're doing. I'm not. No, because you can fuck and get paid at any point. Like, no, I'm not with that.
Nigga said not that much, not per pop.
You know?
Nah.
That's guaranteed money too. It's
and
risky
I'm not going to know. I'm not going to no school simply because some bitch gave me some pussy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with niggas?
It's the whole
Hey,
package, guys. It's the whole package. It's the school, it's the campus, it's the bitches, it's everything.
Nah, bro, because you can get pussy anywhere.
So,
You gonna
out
go
in
to this
Kansas.
school because she fucked you?
Well,
I'll tell
Kentucky,
you a
man, you
story
got them
about-
diamonds.
He was from Cali. He played basketball. He played. You remember Harold Miner won the slam dunk contest? He was Harold Miner's point guard when they was in high school. So all I did was throw Harold Miner fucking alley oops all the time. So he said he would hello, y'all here?
Yeah, we're still here.
Okay, so yeah. So he said he goes on recruiting trips. He took a recruiting trip to FAMU just because his aunt lives down there, and he was just gonna take the recruiting trip out. Well, when he went down there, it was spring break. So he went down there, they took his ass to spring break. He went down there, fucked all these bitches. And he was signed.
What?
This boy could have went to any Division I school in the country he wanted to, but the nigga, that nigga signed. He went to see his aunt. He said, left his aunt's house, went back to the school, and signed to go to the damn school. The next day after he left his aunt's house.
Y'all don't think that's stupid though?
How
Yeah,
thick was
stupid.
she?
That's what stupid niggas do now. Shit, it's funny. Shit
I was about
bad
to
funny
say,
when
in nigga logic, that's not dumb. At the end of the day, he could have went to any school. You know, he could have went to any school. So it doesn't really matter what school he goes to. But
That's
if
true,
one
but-
of them sticks out, if
Literally.
one of them sticks out, you know, it is dumb. But this is how niggas think, unfortunately, especially a young testosterone filled athlete. You know.
Like, what if you choose that school because okay, you got some complimentary pussy, congratulations. But what if they start doing you dirty now? Now you want to go to another school, and now it's gonna be a whole bunch of other shit.
And
Now
niggas will
what?
do it. Niggas will do it. Niggas ain't gonna give a fuck.
That's
People
Hey,
transfer
crazy.
all the time. And then also, most people, if they're in that situation, they're only planning to be there 1 year anyways. So
no, he ended up at another school. She right, because he ended up at another school. That's how I know him, because he ended up
That's
Now-
stupid.
Now he was in the black college circuit.
yeah.
You motherfucker, you should have went to USC, motherfucker, and been straight. No, he wanted to go to FAMU because he got turned out. And he ended up in South Carolina State. Then he got shot in the face in South Carolina State.
Damn, what?
Bad
I just
decision.
feel like that's a really bad choice to make. And that makes me not feel bad when niggas get caught up in shit like that, or they end up fucking the wrong bitch. Like, I don't feel bad for that.
No, I don't either. You tell. I'm the first nigga who don't feel bad for motherfuckers.
Hey, but we not shitting on HBCUs because
No,
niggas like
no.
because Deion Sanders can get a motherfucker to sign to his HBCU.
But is it a problem
with
if
these
they
new
throwing
$1
pussy
million
too?
contracts?
If they throwing pussy too, is it a problem?
I think it potentially will be, yes.
Right.
Because we don't want y'all to do that. Only the white schools could do that.
It's very true. It's very true.
But I do feel like
Is the only way out.
What is?
That's
Say it again.
HBCUs is the only way out. That's the only way out from up under the thumb of the major schools. You're gonna have to send the kids gonna have to go there, but they're not. I mean,
We just seen one.
Because these other schools is throwing pussy, bro.
I don't see that. I mean, not to where it's gonna tip the balance to where.
Right.
I mean, you gotta think about how there are. So if Deion get 10 or 12, 14 of the top 150 to go to his school, what they gonna do? be a prep school out there just beating the shit out of people? I mean, they're just gonna be just beating the shit out of the rest of the schools. Get somebody else. Don't get me wrong. We hope the other schools will be able to get somebody else, but that's what we got to build to. It's got to be more schools that people going to. It can't be with Deion down there, so cats gonna run the Deion. But Deion ain't gonna stay.
These black coaches that's in the NFL, a lot of them, well, from what Deion is saying, a lot of them want to start coaching at HBCUs. Oh, dude just went to Grambling, the old coach for the Browns. Excuse me. Ray Lewis has been assistant coaching at some other HBCUs. So if a bunch of these former NFL players or former NFL coaches, because dude who's suing the NFL right now is a black head coach suing the NFL, he probably never gonna work in the NFL again. So if he start working at HBCU as well, it can be a trickle down effect. Say it again.
He with the Steelers now. He on the Steelers staff.
Oh, they hired him?
Yeah, the Flores work for the Steelers now.
Brian Flores is a Steeler. What is he, the offense coordinator, defense coordinator?
He ain't the coordinator, but he defensive assistant. I think he like checking to the coordinator, defense coordinator.
That's some bullshit.
But they don't. What I'm saying is, it's going to have to be a mass exit. It can't be 15 of these kids or 10 of these kids all go to Jackson State, or Eddie George, who at I think he at Tennessee State, and they just all go there. What they gonna do? Just beat the fuck out of everybody? And
no, but I agree with I do think that other schools got to start getting these recruits. The league got to be competitive in order for niggas to watch it, because that's where ultimately that's where the money is when people want to watch it, people want to tune in. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to see one team dominate the whole league.
What happens if these star recruits all go to Deion's team, and then out of nowhere, okay, this one wide receiver was killing this DB that was at Deion. Oh snap! Who this wide receiver that was going crazy? Actually, he goes crazy every game. We might need to draft him. Okay, here go this defensive lineman that was tearing up this 3-star, 4-star offensive lineman. He tears up everybody. Let's go grab this motherfucker too. You're gonna say, I think it's a trickle effect, because once the eyes get on these stars, all they gotta do is come play, and everybody licking their chops. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you a 4-star, bro? Let me show you, bro. I never even get to go to a Nike camp. My mama couldn't afford the Nike shoes. You get what I'm saying? I'm finna dusty,
we already got that though with the JUCO program. You feel me? I feel like niggas already got that type of dog mentality when it comes to shit like that. I think it's gonna take more than just a few niggas shining. I do think more niggas overall need to go to the HBCUs for that league to be lit. We need our own league. We need our own station. Ali Entertainment presented.
I don't want to own league. I want 3 teams or 4 teams, 4 black-owned NFL teams.
Yeah, good luck.
That's all it takes, bro. 2 in each side. Y'all can go ahead. It will never happen. They'll never let us buy in and create 4 teams, but we gotta start with 1. A black-owned NFL team, bro. That'd be hard, bro. Just 1 team from scratch.
I would say fuck it. I would say have these black people invest into the HBCUs, because that hits 2 birds with 1 stone. Not only are we investing in our educational places, but we're also, you know what I'm saying, investing in black sports. Fuck the NFL, fuck the league. It's gonna take creating our own league. They ain't letting no nigga buy no team, bro.
I don't want to buy a team. I want to create a team.
That same thing. Then they going.
I got the billionaires from this side of the coast and the billionaires from this side of the coast. We want to put a team in Alabama.
And the trillionaire that owns the whole NFL is gonna tell you fuck no. That's exactly what's gonna go, bro. I'm sorry. It would be dope though. It'd be dope though.
I want to make the bird. I'm gonna own it then. Fuck
we'd have the cooler uniforms, the cheerleaders be back.
Bro, we would go stupid, bro.
All strippers all the time.
They wouldn't allow that at all.
Bro, every fan that is a fan of your team is no longer a fan of your team if it's a black-owned NFL team now.
What you gonna do?
I don't care where you from. You're rooting for me.
What you gonna do when the Brooklyn Panthers go to the Super Bowl?
Bruh.
The Brooklyn Black Panthers. The New Jersey Wakandans.
The New Jersey Wakandans go crazy.
Go
bro.
to the bowl,
I
man.
don't, bro, because they
Nah,
already
but-
think think everything people do in the NFL is political. Stop being political. They gonna immediately think a black-owned team is political. They not finna go for it.
Nah, it's we just need we couldn't buy one team. That's the issue. We would need two teams. Go ahead. What you saying? Because I know you got the shit all over this.
Hell no.
Give me shit over this so we can get to something else. For a black team, there ain't enough kickers to have a black kicker to have a black team for what? But why would you want to even have something to put billions of dollars into something to say you separate from what you're spending the billions of dollars to go into? You're spending billions of dollars because, I mean, these teams is worth $4 or $5 billion.
For sure.
Like the Bronx right now. And it's a black dude that's, I believe, in the running. I'm not sure, what the status of that shit is. But it's a black dude that's in the running to buy that team. So, what do you think this man's going to spend $4 billion of his own money to go down there and trick out a goddamn team? This man didn't make that kind of money being that kind of nigga. He's gonna make this. He's gonna go the team and the friend.
You not understanding, we not finna make just because we black, we on the NFL team, it's finna be ghetto. We only sell fried chicken in the stadium. I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not putting that past niggas, but go
Oh, bro, I'm not putting it past. Because if you know niggas, they gonna always find a way.
Imagine
to fuck
Soul
some
playing,
shit up.
but the
But
Denver
there's
Broncos.
not only, but tell me Soul Plane ain't lit. You don't want to ride on Soul Plane?
I'm not.
You just don't want to be in coach.
I wouldn't have
You
made
want to
it.
be on the Soul Plane. You don't want to be in coach.
I would have walked in the airport, saw the plane on hydraulics, and walked the fuck out. Flight canceled.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not getting on no hydraulic plane, bro. You're crazy.
Hell,
We don't even need to do all
was
this.
taking nose dives. I watched that shit. That documentary. Y'all ain't watched that though. I ain't even gonna look. That's a whole nother thing.
Look. I'm gonna switch it out. So this question comes off of a major topic right now that's been in the news the last couple of weeks. So I'm gonna ask the question, and I'm gonna tell you where it stems from. Okay? If someone has been married 3 times and all the marriages ended in divorce, is it their fault? Is it that one person's fault?
You want us to answer right now?
All right, let me give you the background. Okay, so this came off of the Kanye Kim.
Nah, answer it. Let everybody answer it first, bro.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, if somebody has been married 3 times and they all ended in divorce, is it their fault?
I mean,
Like, are you the problem, basically?
Probably, not gonna lie. You might have a little bit of a problem. Maybe your problem is you get married too quick or something. Like you right. Got a problem in it. You may not be the only problem, but there's definitely something in that. I'm sorry.
What do you think,
I mean, I don't think any of us are qualified. None of us been married one time.
It's true.
But you probably do. So it's probably something going on.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what if you are the answer and not the problem?
Then you're still the problem. Because not one person.
Because no one's question got answered.
Yeah.
But everybody come to you because they know you the shit, and then they be like, "Damn, I want to marry the shit."
Why you get married?
And then they be like, "Damn, I married the shit, and I ain't really ready for the shit." Now you want to leave the shit.
If they're stupid, they'll do it. A smart person would stay anyways.
Right. Because if I'm the shit and you don't think you worthy enough, you're gonna try to make sure you are worthy enough to be there. Like I don't
What
think
if you can't
anybody's
handle
gonna,
the lifestyle of the shit? Like you talking about, I know you bringing up Kanye West specifically, but motherfuckers might not be able to just keep up with J-Lo. Like maybe J-Lo crazy as fuck, and niggas just can't keep up with her, bro. Like, you know what I'm
that
saying?
makes
Like,
her the problem though.
Right. So if she was married 3 times and they all ended in a divorce, is she not the problem? Is it not her fault?
You like you said, what if she crazy as fuck and they can't keep up with her? Well, then she the one that's crazy, so she the problem then.
I think it depends, because if the first person left you and then you left the next person, and then the person after that left you, what is it? But you know what I'm saying? Like, how do
It's
you
all
know?
3 of them, cuz. It's all 3 of them.
You get you
Ain't
never
no way
know.
Basically, so it came off of this tweet, right? And the tweet was like, y'all out here mad at Kanye, acting like Kim ain't been divorced 3 times, acting like he's the problem. And I thought that was an interesting take, and I ain't heard nobody say that take before, because all I heard was the negative Kanye slander. He need to leave them alone. He ain't doing the right thing and stuff like that. But me and my girl was talking about it, how like, well, maybe he's fighting for a greater purpose. You know the narrative of niggas don't want to fuck with their kids. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to be a part of that. And if niggas could, niggas would go to these type of links to see their kids. I feel like some niggas would, but a lot of times they not Kanye West. They can't. They don't got the ability to do this, you know what I'm saying, without getting canceled or without like going to jail, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times it's women who get this position to be able to do this when it comes to their kids and how they deal with it. So I was like, what if he's just doing it because he's Kanye and he can? Go ahead.
I was just like, I don't give Kanye no motherfucking space in my motherfucking mind. Fuck that fuck boy. And that is
shit.
In y'all conversation. I don't fuck with that nigga.
What's your beef with Kanye, Unc?
Have you not seen? I would tell you, the last time that nigga had some space in my mind, so I don't give that nigga any mind. So I don't know what he's done recently or anything. I don't give that nigga anything. But I ain't fuck with that nigga since that goddamn TMZ interview. That nigga was in them quarters, a TMZ, walk around there begging the black dude to talk to him because he knew he was out there like a booty ass boy. I don't fuck with that boy. I don't fuck with Kanye. I mean, make all.
So he was good until then?
All you can be, nigga. I ain't got no problem with you. But you ain't gonna get nothing off me, nigga. If I'm just watching YouTube and watching videos on YouTube, if some of that nigga shit come by, I get out of it as fast as I can. I don't want the nigga to get I ain't got.
No, I feel that. When it comes, I feel like each case is different, obviously, but I do feel like I'm not gonna say that Kim Kardashian ain't no problem. Sorry, I'm not gonna say it. Do I think Kanye is doing some crazy shit and that he should stop? Absolutely. I do think he is wilding right now. I do believe he's wilding, but we're not finna act like the whole Kardashian family don't be on no crazy shit. It's just not public.
Oh, you got kids, right?
Yeah, he got some.
What age do you feel like? I'll say, what age do you feel like your kid should have a TikTok? Or what age should your kid be on the internet with like a cell phone and shit?
Okay, I was about to check out. Oh, you said what age can they be on TikTok?
Yeah, like what age can they have a phone and shit?
Or social media.
My son is 11, but he ain't actually my son, so he done had that shit. Got to. My daughter, you gonna get that shit till you pay for it. I might get you for you to watch, shows, episodes of different shit on. But as far as having your own page, I don't care. You can have it too if I could monitor it, but I don't even keep up with it. Like, I could be sit there and say, oh yeah, well I'll just monitor it. And I ain't got time to monitor that shit. I ain't got my own goddamn social media because I ain't got time for that shit. So people who sit there and say, oh, well, I got a tracker on it. Yeah, you probably do got a motherfucking tracker on it. You know what I'm saying? But how much time you got out your day to fucking sit there and watch it? You know, you just add more time to your day to sit there and spy on your children. I ain't gonna spy on shit. You get some shit when you grown. I'm from the old school, man. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
I see why.
I respect it.
That's why I don't know how to work Instagram now. Because of the way I was raised. These old niggas.
I definitely feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that. You were definitely an old nigga at heart.
I think with the Kanye and Kim situation specifically,
Right.
I feel like Kanye may be doing the same shit that they do. It's just on social media. They just don't put it in the public. Like if we think about like, remember fucking what's her name? Jordan Woods, right? And her kissing Tristan Thompson or whatever the fuck that happened. It's an episode of them literally trying to get this girl to damn near kill herself. Yeah. They're talking about it on the show. So I honestly feel like Kanye's doing the same shit that they do. It's just not as public because motherfuckers they not stupid enough to do it in public.
Or we won't see it until a year later when it's on the TV show.
Exactly.
So like I get what you said, because I definitely believe they have basic baby daddy, baby mama arguments on the phone. And I know Kim Kardashian ain't broke, so she ain't gotta hold her tongue. You get what I'm saying? So if you got your mama, your sister, all these rich motherfuckers behind you in your head boosting you up, fuck you, Kanye. You know what I'm saying? They definitely. And Kanye West is like, I'm going to tweet right now. He gonna make
because he don't have nobody like that backing him. So he got to put it on the internet.
His mama dead, y'all.
He has a father, but it ain't like.
Hey, it's not his daddy. Ain't no fucking Kris Jenner. Like,
who's Kris Jenner?
The parent. There's their mom.
Look at
who's Kanye's dad? Look. I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna switch it. I got you. So
it's not Kris Jenner anymore. It's definitely something else.
Yeah. No, that's the other one, bro.
Fuck her
that's the.
Oh no, it started off as Bruce.
Yeah.
And now it's Kris. Okay, my bad. I had it wrong.
Now it's Caitlyn. We're not even talking about her though.
No, the actual mother.
The actual mom, bro. Kris Jenner.
Oh, okay.
The one that was married to Robert Kardashian, the lawyer.
Their actual mother.
Okay, bad, my bad.
Yeah, so we're gonna switch it up. Y'all
hey, I thought Robert Kardashian, the lawyer, for the longest time was what's the nigga that's dead? The lawyer that was R. Kelly lawyer. And he was OJ lawyer, the black one though. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
You talking
what's
about
his name?
What's his name?
I thought Johnny Cochran was Kim Kardashian's dad for years. I just didn't understand.
No, but there's a conspiracy that one of the Kardashians is OJ's kid.
Nah, ain't no way.
Which one is it? Chloe? Yeah.
They say that because she the biggest one out of all of them.
Exactly, because her daddy was an NFL star.
Her daddy definitely got to be different, in my opinion. How did you get so damn big and nobody else is that size? Not even your brother.
You feel me?
Yeah, but she ain't black. You don't think
she don't gotta be. Chris ain't black. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of them black per se, but I mean, they family genes. You gotta think she gonna do her hair the same way. She gonna do her makeup the same way. She gonna look like her family at the end, but at the end she does look different. But I'm gonna switch it up.
But she don't look like
switch it up. Have you put your picture of her next to OJ, bro, and then call me back, bro.
Y'all just seeing Chloe that had all that surgery. When Chloe was young, go back and look when she was fucking younger. She looked black.
Yeah, me.
Go back and look at it before pre-surgery. That big motherfucker looked black.
We gonna take it to this, right? So give me examples of who y'all think did it right as far as relationships. Like who are y'all? Like who's y'all number one power couple? Like just in life, just in general. You know, your Beyonce and Jay-Z's, if you will. Like who? Everybody, give me one couple, one example.
I don't think it's any. Like everybody be going through shit. Like
Barack and
Jay-
Michelle Obama.
Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. Like, you know, like I don't really put no value or power into anybody's relationship because at the end of the day, you never really know what the fuck going on.
Man, you know what? The Smiths.
I respect how truthful they are.
I just want to be able to say I gave birth to Jaden and Willow.
You didn't. Tyler gave birth to Jaden. They both dropped their last names, bro. So
touche.
Yeah.
Okay, got no answer for this. He gonna say Bobby and Whitney.
On God. But they did do a bid though. They did it big.
I'ma say Martin and Coretta Scott.
Martin and Coretta.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Because
it gotta be industry wise, guys. It could just powerful couples that you seen.
Because I'm not really into the celebrity couple thing.
Ooh, Harriet Tubman and her husband.
Oh my God.
Because
was she even married?
She was for sure married. For sure married. And he
married
held it down.
to the grind, nigga.
He left, came back and got him. He was remarried. She took him and his new wife.
What a guy.
Where?
Oh shit.
No way.
That's gangster shit.
That is gangster.
That is gangster as fuck. I ain't gonna cap.
Hey, the last person she came and got was her sister. She went got her husband and his new wife before she picked up her sister.
Nah, bro. I would have left them niggas.
At least in the movie.
What you think? Who's your top couple ever?
Y'all niggas high. What's up?
As the fucking giraffe pussy.
I'm not yet. I'm gonna get high after this though.
Hell yeah. I think we could put Bill and Hillary up there.
No way. Stop it. Stop. Stop it.
I feel like they was real solid in their marriage, and
no, the only one that was solid was Hillary because she was never leaving that man. She was the only one that was solid.
She ain't get caught, and she's ugly.
You said what?
I said she ain't get caught, and she's ugly, so it's different.
Unc still answering this question. He waiting on us to change the topic. He don't know no couples.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, that ain't the one. What you think? What you want to talk about next time?
No, what Unc want to talk about? He over there.
Give us a topic.
What you got, Unc?
I got to have y'all explain how you gonna put J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar.
I was just gonna say you need to bring that back up.
I was hoping he wanted to smoke. Because
I
hope you forgot.
Say you need to bring that back up. Because there's no way you for tell me that Kendrick cannot rap.
I gotta say
the lyrics now, guys. Don't worry.
I'm saying it. He's not saying anything nobody else saying shit. I'm not saying I'm just saying he's not going to anything going already. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to figure out where are we kicking out? Who are we kicking out of this top 10 to put them in?
All right, you finna get pissed off at me, but I'm hot thinking about this. But I have one nigga who should not be on anybody's top 10 because he just doesn't have enough music out.
Who is that?
He's 10 or 9. Maybe he can get bumped off pretty soon, and that is Biggie Smalls. And
I feel the same way.
And it's crazy as hell to say it. And I'm not saying Biggie ain't nice and he shook the world and he's hard. But there is not enough catalog for this nigga to be top 10. I can name 10 veteran niggas, old niggas, who have more catalog than Biggie Smalls, but it'll be a problem. You can put Eminem in front of Biggie Smalls, and it is crazy to say it. That is just slight. And if I can go all the way to Eminem, how many rappers can you put above M?
Let me tell you something about Biggie Smalls. He's not only in the top 10, he's in the top 5. And
I agree.
what it comes to is what you did that no one did before you. When you get into the top 10s, when you're trying to name a top 10, when you're trying to put it together a top 10, you have to me, just to me, I mean, I shouldn't say just to me, because it's a lot of niggas' criteria. You can't, you have to do what hasn't been done before. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Biggie did. Biggie did what, and you're right, I can understand the catalog argument. I can really, literally understand that, being that y'all grew up in an era that motherfuckers make new single every 2-3 weeks. I mean, Chris Brown at a point, I think the nigga was putting out a fucking single every 2.5 weeks.
He drops albums with 40 songs on them. We ain't even got to talk about Chris.
He's working.
I agree. I totally agree. But what I'm saying about Biggie is you cannot ever not put Biggie Smalls in the top 10 because nobody rocked the mic like Biggie before Biggie. It's impossible. Your list is fugazi because if you can't keep that criteria in, then biters will always win.
No Eric B. or Rakim.
Like, and that's what irritates me. You can't say Biggie's that nigga and there's a KRS-One. You can't, like, KRS-One did some of what Biggie did before.
Biggie's hard, bro.
KRS-One is in my top 10. You know what I'm saying? KRS-One is in my top 10. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's there. You go Criminal Minded, I guarantee you right now, that song goes up against any gangster verse you niggas can play right now. Because that nigga go through the whole Dope Boy scheme in one fucking song better than anybody, and it has not been duplicated.
We can't argue. So, but this is the issue though. Motherfuckers or people will put Biggie before KRS-One. If I had to argue, name a rapper today that is better than KRS-One, I would have a lot harder time because the catalog, the battles he's proven, as opposed to a nigga Biggie who Jay-Z said himself, y'all got me comparing me to Pac and Biggie. It's like I'm battling Ghost. Like you just can't. Y'all are mesmerized by the fact that the nigga died.
No, it's not the fact that he died. He was already there. That I tell you that about Biggie and Pac, they just died when they got there. They was there. It has nothing to do with their death. I can promise you that. I lived through it. It does not. They were in top 10 at the time of their death. I can tell you that right now. I can say that wholeheartedly.
All right. Was it as wholeheartedly as we say Cole, Kendrick, and Drake right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which means there was a nigga that was 10 years older than you who wasn't letting you move nobody.
What I'm trying to say is you can't convince me about the Biggie. The question was, who are we taking out? Are we coming up
Biggie.
Wayne's. Are we taking Wayne's out? We taking Biggie out for J. Cole?
For Kendrick.
I'm down with that. I'm happy with that.
I like Biggie. I think personally Biggie was the better rapper than Tupac. Tupac may have made the better songs objectively, like for the people, but I feel like Biggie was a way better rapper.
Can you give me 10 niggas so I can pick the weakest link and get them the fuck out of here then? Because maybe Biggie isn't the weakest link.
Wow. Wow.
I'm gonna be real.
I'm just thinking of somebody easy that I know's in your top 10. Give me 10 niggas.
Biggie out of your top. It's
if
easy
you
to take.
Is Eminem on your top 10? Because I'll take him out instead of Biggie. I assumed that. All right, who's in your top 10? I can tell you right now. We'll start with the easiest. We'll go Biggie, Pop, Jay, Nas, Eminem, Eric B, KRS-One,
and this is where it gets kind of tricky at, because I like to throw a nigga like Andre in myself. Andre or T.I. comes in at the 8, that 8-9 slot. If you want to go, what I like to do is I like to also give a slot to the underground, the old school. I mean, excuse me, not the old school, but like Big Daddy Kane, cats who didn't get enough shine. Big Daddy Kane was hell. And at this point, where I want to go is where we kicking out.
Out of that list, I'm kicking off Eminem for Kendrick. That's just me personally. He got the same Dr. Dre cosign, and he's black. You know what I'm saying? I feel like whatever impact Eminem could have as a white person on hip hop, Kendrick did it better as a black person. He brought Bloods and Crips together in LA.
I'm thinking about the niggas I cannot touch on your list.
The only one that's touchable is either Kane or Eminem. Everybody else is fine.
I can get Rakim out of here.
What?
It's hard. It's gonna be hard.
That's where we disagree.
It's gonna be hard.
That is Eminem.
It's gonna be hard.
Wait, where did you put Rakim at? I didn't even hear him say Rakim. I thought he said Eric B.
He said Eric B. Eric B. and Rakim. Eric B. is a DJ.
Yeah, Eric B. Yeah. No specific order either. I don't like doing top 10s in orders. Because if you
understand,
that's cool.
We start trying to parse, this 8, so you can slide them in this slot. And top 10 should not go in an order.
Yeah.
Top 10, top.
But then the only dudes that's unmovable on your top 10 are Jay-Z, Nas, Andre 3000. Are we going Biggie and Pac? Are we gonna make that unmovable?
Yeah.
Biggie.
I think
If we had to choose between the two, I'm choosing Biggie over Pac, but
I'm choosing Pac over Biggie.
So I'll make them both. I'll leave them both there. I hate doing that dumb shit, bro.
It's gone without. There is no rap music anymore if it's not for Pac and Biggie.
All right. I'm not giving you KRS-One and Rakim. So you gotta pick.
Nah, why you gotta pick?
Like, no, bro. And I'm KRS-One.
I was about to say KRS-One is for sure. Like,
it's hard to move that.
Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it. Because he also got the respect of all the other top rappers. Everybody on that list, probably your favorite rapper top 3 would be KRS-One.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Eminem, Rakim, and Big Daddy Kane. Bring that ass here, boy.
I would say Kane or Eminem, bro, for me.
You're trying to tell me that you're going to kick Rakim out for either J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar. Impossible.
I'm only fighting for Kendrick. I'm not fighting for J. Cole.
Same.
Damn, y'all gonna make me get my Cole back? I thought I was gonna have to fight for Kendrick.
No, I said I'm gonna grab Kendrick. You said you got Cole, nigga.
I like both of them.
I did say that.
I like both of them, but
Kendrick is way better.
I personally identify with Kendrick. To me, it's like Martin Luther King versus Malcolm X. I was always a Malcolm X fan, so I fuck with Kendrick.
All right, well then I'll argue Big Daddy Kane versus J. Cole. I'll take that fight.
J. Cole wins.
I'll take that fight easy. I'll take that fight.
I throw you in right now where you can't, just to get you off of Kane, I'll come back with T.I. or Lil Wayne. Why T.I.?
Lil Wayne ain't going nowhere, bro.
T.I. and Lil Wayne are untouchable. You had to pick one though.
You put Lil Wayne on the list?
Are you putting Lil Wayne on the list?
No, I see what you're saying. No, I see what you're saying.
Are you going to put Lil Wayne on your list instead of Big Daddy Kane? Because then I have a different fight.
Oh, no.
So you're going to keep T.I. and not put Lil Wayne on it?
T.I.'s hard. T.I. just did a lot for trap music. So going off of Unk's point of shit that people didn't do for you before, I really feel like T.I. was instrumental in that trap music. So it's hard to kick T.I. off. Whenever niggas put T.I. in they top rappers like Liz, I always respect it. So even though that nigga be wearing his hat sideways, it's okay.
He don't even wear the hat.
The cat wear him at this point.
Right.
Yeah, but the thing is though, and you got to give him extra credit because when there was an Andre 3000, he still found a way to do his own shit.
Yep.
Y'all don't know what he did in the club. Then when they turn that motherfucker 24, nigga, y'all don't know about that, boy.
No.
I definitely know about that.
We know
T.I.
it for a
my
different
favorite
reason
rapper.
though. Did you have the
I know
Midnight
it for
Club
Need for
video
Speed.
game?
Yeah, Midnight Club. Yeah, nigga. That's how all my partners roll, nigga.
Hey, you cut that Need for Speed video game, boy. That's how the game started, boy. You knew you was finna run somebody off the road.
On my mama.
Nah,
On me mother,
T.I. is
boy.
definitely top 10 for me.
T.I.'s hard.
like I say, but Big Daddy Kane is holding a spot for cats like Big Daddy Kane. I ain't just saying just Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cats who come with a lot of other cats, you know, that, you know, that
Okay,
put in there.
all the other cats you're talking about, Cole will wash them up. And Kendrick.
I mean, Big Daddy Kane, you better go back and listen to Smooth Operator, boy. nigga, Red Man, nigga.
I understand who Big Daddy Kane is, but there is a man named Kendrick Lamar who has taken
Busta Rhymes, nigga. I'm putting them there before I'm putting Cole in it.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You already said your list.
Top 10.
Hey,
They gotta get it into the top 10.
You got two. You got 60 seconds.
Spots back to get in line to get into the top 10.
That wasn't the argument though. See, now you saying I'm at 20 and I gotta get through 15 niggas, 19 niggas to get to the 10. We're at 11, 12, and 13. And I'm
when you trying to get the Big Daddy Kane, you got to go through Busta, Method Man. I mean, all these cats here. These niggas ain't that great. This is not that great. They ain't done nothing ain't nobody done before. That's all. That's my only beef with them being in the top 10. I'll put Drake there before I put them.
Compton Pirates ain't nothing to fuck with. Compton essays
Drake?
ain't nothing to fuck with.
Then J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar did a game. He brought poetry back to hip hop, bro. He definitely did it in his own way with his own message, and he also in a way full of new age niggas. You got the jerking movement and street music taking a turn. You know what I'm saying? Especially in that time in L.A., he was a nigga who was still doing battle rap. He was worried about the bars and then the wordplay, and then you know what I'm saying, the essence of being an MC, really making good rap music. You feel me? Kendrick, I feel like he may not have done all original ideas, but what he did that was original was look at the game and say, nah, I'm gonna do it my own way. And then I personally feel like he paved himself his own way to being one of the top rappers, at least of our generation. It's gonna be hard for us to keep him out of the top 10 the same way it's hard for you to put him in.
It's just, to me, like, it's easy to say, oh, Biggie did something that nobody ever did, because hip hop was what, 20 years old at that point. Of course he did something that nobody's ever done, because there wasn't a lot of stuff being done at that point. So if we get to today, like, of course it's a whole lot of shit that's been done because it's been out a long time and everybody's been doing what they're doing, but it's still people that are dominating in what it is that they're doing. Simple as that. I mean,
I figured it out. This is what
I got. A lot of my top 10 came after Biggie. People did do a lot of stuff that hadn't been done before after Biggie. I mean, I got T.I., Lil Wayne. I mean, I'm talking about these cats.
But even that was 20 years ago.
5 of your top 10 is after Biggie. I got it written down. But this is what I think it is. You saying that everybody had to create something, had to change the game and do their own thing to be able to crack the top 10. And it took me a while to figure out, okay, what did Cole do? what did Kendrick do? And so Cole made backpack rap for the nerdy niggas. He solidified it. Nerdy nigga, because there was Lupe Fiasco that came before him. There's a Kid Cudi that comes before him. There's a bunch of motherfuckers that have had that backpack rap lane, but was nerdy with it, like Kanye West initiated it, but he came and mastered it. Being yourself. You don't gotta kill a nigga. You don't gotta sell drugs. You can be your fucking self. Be a regular nigga that just went to school and rap bars. That is what Cole did. Andre 3000 tried to do it too, but it was more artistic on the other side. So that's what, in Kendrick.
I give you the point. Good point.
That is what Cole did to solidify himself. He's like, nerdy niggas is cool, bro. And we can be gangster too in our way. Kendrick, though.
Front on that take at all. I'm not going to front on that take at all. And I will take that into consideration. I just don't see how that elevates him over Busta Rhymes yet. So, I mean, but he's still in line to get into this top 10. Come on.
Cause that's what I'm saying. You got to think about the music objectively too. You know what I'm saying? Cause you could think, you know what I'm saying, what he did was cool, but like, is he really out rapping like Unc just said, Busta? Are we saying Cole? Is Cole out rapping Busta Rhymes?
Cole is in shape, bro. I don't think nobody wants smoke with Cole right now.
I don't want to smoke with Busta.
Did you hear his last verse, bro? I will rap. You want me to rap his last verse for you? Because I still remember it.
I don't want to smoke with Busta.
Did anybody hear the Benny the Butcher verse?
No.
I love Busta, but I don't know if he's ready for Cole right now, bro. That is a monster right now, bro.
Hey, what I'm saying is prime for prime. Okay, I understand right now. But Busta in his prime, the shit that he was saying, of course, we can't go bar for bar necessarily because things have changed. You don't even know about half of the shit Busta's talking about. Like, this shit is old and played out. The lingo that he's using, you know,
and that's another issue with rap music. Let's listen real quick. Go ahead.
Also say that I don't understand a lot of Kendrick's lingo, because I'm not up on Cali music. I'm not up on Cali shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong about the Kendrick shit. I'm not up on a lot of his lingo. You know what I'm saying? But as far as Cole, I can swing with the Cole, but the Kendrick, my whole thing about Kendrick is it's just not exciting. It just don't jump off the page. I'm sorry.
And you know why I don't jump off the page with you? Because you don't like
Talib Kweli. He didn't jump off the page to me either.
Yes,
he's one of the greatest.
You don't like political rappers, Unc.
I just don't like boring. I just don't like boring rap. At some point in time, when it gets fucking boring to me, you're fucking boring. I don't get it, but I can get into storytelling and all of that now. But it was a point where Talib Kweli, he didn't jump off the page to me. I knew the nigga could rap and he was good. That's why I put Kendrick Lamar. I put him in like that Talib Kweli era. I mean, range. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't put him in the top 10, because it's like, you just saying a whole bunch of shit, nigga.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that because it can come off as lyrical miracle at times. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. That's the thing about Kendrick, right? He's actually saying some shit though. Like,
right.
You gotta read his shit. Like, that shit's poetry, cuz.
Ali always said some shit. Kweli was always saying some shit. But it's just when you just throwing sometimes you just throwing a bunch of words together. Is it making a song, or we just trying to see how many words we can stack on top of each other?
That's never the case with Kendrick. I'm never. I just got frustrated with you, bro.
His flow and rhythm is impeccable. No matter what he's saying.
I mean, I feel like we got to think about it in a way, you know, because they haven't done nothing different, right? Well, who popularized it? That's what I feel like we got to think about that.
I think
the person who make it popular.
The top 10. my top 10 popularized it, along with groups. When you want to go with groups, you can go to Run DMC, Tribe Called Quest, NWA,
Outkast.
That's when you start going into groups. That's another thing with the top 10 thing that one point I wanted to bring up too. I'm glad you said that too, because it made me think about that. Is when you go into groups, just because a nigga in the group, why a nigga couldn't be in the top 10? We discount groups in top 10s because there's more than one, of course. But I mean,
there's only been one MC that's ever been good enough to outshine and be able to qualify the top 10 that's in a group, and that's Andre 3000. I'm not putting Havoc or what's his face in the group. I'm not putting
nobody from Wu-Tang on there.
I'm not putting Meth. Maybe at one point could have cracked the top 10, but that's because he was always the face of the group. Ghostface at one, like they all could have been
like
in the top 10 at one point.
We said 3 Stacks.
But 3 Stacks verse. Go ahead.
Ice Cube. Ice Cube is another one.
Ice Cube has enough solo albums to back that up.
Exactly though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the plus. I mean, yeah.
So if you want to do Ice Cube and Andre 3000, cool. But that's not what we was arguing. I wouldn't even put.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, that's arguing. But what I was saying I was just going back to what Lilo was saying was when you at a certain point you can't just sit there and say, well, they didn't create that. I see what you're saying is at a certain point, well, yeah, they did something nobody was ever doing before because it was in an infancy stage.
Right.
But that's how it got popular. That's how it got to the white kids. That's how it even got acceptable. I mean, if you really want to be true to it, you can put Luke in the top 10. See, I'm a person who really judges the top. When these versus battles come up, a lot of times I'll be wrong about who I think is going to be.
You
right.
said who?
Impact.
Luke.
DJ Luke from Miami?
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him anywhere, but I understand.
He did set a trend though. He was fine.
He did, but I would never. I don't care. I'm not putting Luke with anything near Jay-Z or Nas. I'm not doing that. That's stupid.
Like you frustrating me, bro. Like he trying to
That's
talk
very
all around
dumb.
the time.
I don't care what.
I'm glad you
said
it, Lilo.
I don't give a fuck what that nigga created. He's not going anywhere near the name of Jay-Z or Nas. He's not.
Oh my God.
And I think Wiz understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when we start going into
reach for Wiz, because that's the only nigga who understand all the bullshit 24/7. Reach for Wiz.
For real.
In fact, when you talk about over the impact that people made and how they changed the game, and I'm like, that's what I judge a lot of my judgment comes off of is the impact shit made. You know what I'm saying? Because I can say I lived through the majority of it. So when I could see the impact that it made in the street, Master P, the impact that the nigga made, I mean, what do you want out of your rap career? I mean, you can make music.
Let me ask you this question. How can you have, if it's the impact you've made, I honestly think Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas should not all qualify.
They've had
How are they
impact.
separate? How are they separate entities though?
Maybe
Maybe 2 of them, but all 3 of them? Because if you think about it, they're the same person.
No, not at all. Not at all. I wholeheartedly disagree. I can tell you why. I can tell you exactly why. Because for one, Nas is completely separate from the 2 of them. Period. Point blank. Nas was known as the best wordsmith. Regardless, he was a wordsmith. He had nothing to do with it. Just because he talked about the streets, he wasn't gangster. Nas wasn't gangster. Jay-Z tried to come across as, Jay-Z, don't get me wrong, Jay-Z just got longevity. I mean, don't get me wrong. He could spit bars and he's nice, but majority of his spirit, he like, you know what I'm saying? like longevity wise, yeah, like Kareem. Like goddamn, Kareem scored all them points. Yeah, Kareem played till he was 53 because he was broke. That's why Kareem was playing till he was 50. Goddamn it, because he was broker than a mother. He was bankrupt in a bitch, and he kept needing them damn checks from the Lakers. So he just kept going out there sky hooking. And Biggie, like I said, Biggie was revolutionary, nigga. It don't make a difference. What y'all niggas don't know, you never know the impact of Biggie, how revolutionary the nigga was. But they were not the same person.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying too. Real quick. Because like you were able to see the lasting impact because you've seen hip hop grow longer than we have, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? You've seen the different levels and you've seen who stuck out over time. So that's where I felt you on the DJ Luke shit. Cause he definitely took booty shaking music and like that crunk turn up, you know what I'm saying? He definitely took that by storm and brought that to back. You know what I'm saying? He was influencing sports, he was influencing fashion, you know what I'm saying, music all at the same time.
That's what I'm saying. People on impact too. That's why I say when a lot of that stuff, with a lot of them versus battles and whatnot be going on, I be sitting there like, I think this shit here gonna rock, or this person here gonna win. And I be wrong half the damn time because I look at the impact that shit made. You know, you can sit there and judge it off of he said this and this and that. He said this and this and that. At a certain point, some of them people are there because of that. Some of them people are in the top 10 because of that. But some of the people in the top 10 just because nigga, they hit like a motherfucking sledgehammer, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what you gonna say, nigga? The nigga was the biggest shit you ever know. Well, you got to get into the Hall of Fame right now in the NFL. They say the number one criteria is were you the best at your position during any point in time during your career. To me, that's what you got. You got to be like, nigga hit like a motherfucker sledgehammer to be in the top 10 to say you have to have captivated everything.
And these three niggas have done it.
I feel like Kendrick has for our generation. But
I can tell you when. And it's so crazy though. Cole did it first because when he first hit the scene, not Cole, my bad. Drake did it first when he first hit the scene with that singing shit. It took everybody by storm. Easily top 10 rapper. What?
I've been told you I put Drake in there before them too.
I understand that. But right after that came a motherfucker who said, I got my thumb on hip hop and my foot in the back of your ass. Aftermath, get the last laugh. High five. I'm talking like when that nigga Kendrick Lamar came out on the BET Cypher in High Five, Schoolboy Q, it was like, whoa. And then he dropped Good Kid, Mad City after that. He took over.
Yeah,
he has been the running that shit, him and Cole back and forth him and Kendrick the whole time. Then out of nowhere, Kendrick dropped off the face of the earth after Damn. And this nigga Cole, every year. Cole,
you can't forget about that Control verse.
I didn't even want to bring that up. I had the lyrics pulled up earlier because it ain't the name drop. It's all the shit after the name drop.
Yep.
To catch me, you better off.
You all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas, trying to make sure your core fans never heard of you niggas. They don't want to hear not one more noun or verb from you niggas.
Like, come on. You cannot say that's not.
Skip to the part where he's like, to catch me, you better off trying to skydive and you're out of the cockpit of a G5 and your father's driving with a handful of arthritis and your parachute is a condom strapped to a backpack with a shoestring. It was like, damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's a different level of like, come on, man. Niggas have it. That's just even if niggas,
you know.
You said what?
Take it top 10. All that shit y'all saying, even y'all won't take. Well, Lilo will. Lilo, how old are you? Cause
I'm 23.
23. Yeah. Eminem, man. When that nigga, man, I'm telling you,
that's Eminem shit. I know. I thought about it. I was sitting here like all this criteria. Eminem did it better than all of them because he got all the white people to like rap.
Yeah, you was kind of folding when I was saying we can get rid of Eminem. I felt the pushback from you next time. I felt the pushback from you. You was like, nah, Big Daddy Kane. I'm like, wait, hold on, why not?
Yeah, I would keep Eminem in there too. I thought you were saying you would take Eminem over like Lil Wayne or something. That's what I thought you were saying.
Oh no, well yeah, only thing my people with Lil Wayne is there was too many stories going around about Lil Wayne and him not writing the Carter and Gilly the Kid saying he wrote the Carter and about the writing. See, another thing is y'all have a pass on. Y'all don't give a shit who writes the verse. Whoever said it is the nigga who get the credit. That didn't play in our era. You know, if you didn't write your rhymes, then you can't be ranked. You're like unrankable. You didn't qualify.
All right,
But
so
now,
okay, great. That's why we're not here arguing about another nigga. We are here arguing about two niggas we know write they shit.
I mean, we did say Drake.
He said Drake.
I have been sleeping them in because you just kind of can't not talk about them when you having this conversation.
True.
I feel like the same thing with Wayne, bro. Because first of all, there wouldn't be no Drake without Wayne.
Exactly.
Yes, but then if that's the case, they got all they shit originally from Master P. So like Birdman took the Master P plan and did the exact same thing.
But I felt Lil Wayne's a way better rapper than Master P.
that's not true.
So who did it first, Birdman or Master P?
What happened was they both had a damn scheme of taking their drug money into. The sound did not sound anything the same.
I didn't say it sounded the same. I'm talking about the formula. I feel like they took each other's formula.
Drug dealers put money into shit. It's not, he didn't take a fucking
always
rocket
the
science.
game. Yeah.
If it was Slim or motherfucking P that decided to take the drug money to put it in there first, but it's always been going on.
He owned car washes.
Them niggas was just them niggas hell of a lot of motherfucking drugs. And they just but the sound of the music was not the same.
I wasn't saying it was the same. I was just thinking the way that they did it was copying each other's style. And the only issue was Master P's rappers all went to jail. Birdman's rappers went to jail, but not for too long. That's what I was saying. Because if Mystical doesn't get locked up, if
they
the
was
other
rapping
nigga
in jail,
Slim still ain't in jail. You get what I'm saying? Like it was different time periods.
No, that's not true. Cash Money's rappers were actually good.
Yeah.
They had what Master P did is Master P took a bunch of Southern niggas from New Orleans and took them to Cali. He took them to California and he put them on them beats. And them niggas over there had never heard that slang. That's why when you listen to California niggas now, they sound like old Southern niggas. The way they talk, man, that shit is old and Southern, like Texas and all that Southern shit. That's what he did. He took them niggas over there, put them niggas on them California ass beats that went wheel, 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 wheel. The whole motherfucking beat. And that's what Master P made his money off of. But that Cash Money sound was not that because they had Manny Fresh. And Manny Fresh could actually make good fucking music. And Juvenile could actually write hooks. So that their sound was never even confused about their sound.
All right, so it was the quality of artists that made the difference.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was jail.
I
thought all them niggas. That's always the case,
I ain't never heard nobody Master P put on except Lil Romeo.
And Mystical, but no, because all his rappers went to jail. Like they all either went to jail or fell off the face of the earth.
Mystical?
Huh?
Mystical is?
I
Yeah, I
know who
know who
Mystical
Mr. P
is, but I didn't know Master P had anything to do with him. I didn't know that. Like, I don't know anything about his background. I just know a few songs.
Damn, you know, what you call it? His brother was Silk the Shocker. I don't like Silk the Shocker. I'm just
I
saying.
don't know who that is.
I know the name, but I can't tell you a Silk the Shocker song.
Ain't bruh in jail?
Probably.
I don't know. That shit wasn't my cup of tea. I mean, I love the impact though. Master P, when Pop died, Master P took over. That's what y'all understand. Master P came along right after he died.
Hey, is Master P? No, never mind. I ain't gonna say that.
I remember telling my mom that Master, we was gonna put on a concert. We was trying to get somebody to come to town. I can't remember what it was or what I was trying to do at the time. And I called Ticketmasters to try to lock down the contract to get Ticketmasters to do the tickets for the shit. And the man Ticketmasters, the salesman was like, he's like, you might not want to do that because Master P is coming here that weekend. And I was like, oh, cancel the ship, cancel the party. I mean, it was right after Park died, and my mama was like, why you finna cancel it? I said, man, you don't understand how big Master P is. Master P is the new Tupac.
Yeah.
Ran niggas like that. At that time, after Pac left, it was the void. You know how they say it's a vacuum? When it's a void there, it's gonna suck somebody into it. And it was damn sure Master P. He put a bunch of bullshit out. I'm talking about the worst music you ever fucking hear.
But he put it out every week. He was flooding the streets. That's what he known for. He said he dropped a new album every week with the take on it.
Nigga had the same album cover. Niggas had the same album cover. Fuck.
I might steal that. Drop a song every week with the same album cover. That might be hard. That might actually work. Hold on. You don't even know if you heard this track yet.
As your interim representative, we'll have to talk about it. But listen,
that's not a bad idea, bro.
Listen, guys, we're coming up on 2 hours, bro. Let's give some final thoughts and let's call it a day.
J. Cole's better than Jay-Z. Final thought.
That was a lot.
I'm not even a Jay-Z fan.
That was a lot.
What you got, Lilo? What's your final thoughts?
I'm going to say that I am still going to stand on me choosing Kendrick over Biggie.
Damn.
Kendrick over Biggie. Woo.
Wow. You might have to tweet that one. You ain't tweeted that yet.
Can I say why?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
You feel like Kendrick's a better rapper?
Yeah, like I said, I think Biggie is great at what he does, obviously. He's great. He's one of the greats. However, if we really talking about lyricism, I'm going to give it to Kendrick. I just think his flow is better.
I'm fucking
and
with
I also feel like Biggie didn't talk about the same shit Kendrick talked about.
That's a hot take. It's a hot take.
I feel like Tupac made music that, you know, was about the issues that was happening. Biggie was just rapping. That's what I feel.
He was rapping lifestyle.
And I mean, that's fine. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. But I'm gonna go Kendrick over Biggie. I think he's a better
You want
rapper.
substance. You want meat.
What's your final thoughts on? What's your final thoughts?
Contrarian.
I have to first of all final thought. At least put in a last word for Biggie. I understand he's gonna get timed out. I understand. He's gonna end up probably getting timed out. You know, because of the short catalog. You know what y'all was saying with the short catalog. But when you watch the end of Notorious or you watch Biggie's funeral, nobody can understand if you wasn't there because of the short catalog. So I understand what you're saying. I really do understand what you're saying because you know, just like Saeed said, the short catalog. I understand what you're saying because the catalog is so short you can't really understand the impact of it because, but when you said flow, that's what threw me off. The flow, Biggie's flow has been duplicated more than anything, probably more than anybody. Probably more than any one rapper, Biggie's flow has been duplicated because of the way he put things together. But my final thought is going to be, y'all, Biggie ain't going nowhere, so you can keep that. You can kill that. But y'all still ain't found a way to find nobody in this top 10.
We definitely got Big Daddy Kane the fuck out of here. You can just pick who you want to put in, Cole or Kendrick. You can't, you not, it's dead.
Big Daddy Kane was holding his spot precisely. What I'm saying is Big Daddy Kane is holding the spot. Then you got to think about Buster who coming next into that spot. You got to think about nigga like Talib. That is the spot holder that's fending these niggas off because these niggas is like 13 in line. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that these niggas is next in line.
You're not saying you can't kick Big Daddy Kane off, but there's a whole list of niggas after that before you put on Kendrick, is what you're saying.
And then Rakim too can get out of here, bro. Like,
I'll say Eminem calls it a day.
You gotta do your research on Rakim, cousin.
I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it on the ground so I know it's broke. I ain't gotta do no research on Rakim. I know who he is.
If you did, you wouldn't be trying to put him out the top 10. But
I'm keeping Rakim.
This has been the podcast, man. Give us a shout out. Give us our outro, man. Go ahead next time.
Hey man, shout out to the podcast, man. Shout out to everybody coming out to the game. March Madness, March 23rd. Show up, show out.
6, nigga. 26.
March 26th, April 23rd. We got another one coming. The festival, Kentucky Knockout Festival.
That ain't been announced yet.
Well, I just announced it, nigga. It's leaked. It's leaked. I put it out there, bro.
All 10 of our views, niggas gonna go crazy.
Hey man, quit shitting on our 10 viewers, bro. Y'all want something from the store? Let me know. Put it in the comments.
Oh God. For sure, what you want.
Peace.
But yeah, man, we out of here.
All right.
Damn, Perk. You got all the angles.